to episode 9 of the Senioritis podcast. I'm Joe, joined by my co-host Matthew Lyons, Ann Johnson, and Derek Tirrell. So what are we talking about today, fellas?
I've got some topics lined up, but I guess we can get some introductions going before I dive right into them. How's everybody doing? Derek, Matt?
Pretty good. No
Pretty good,
complaints.
It's finally getting warmer again. I'm like, you see, I always say I want 4 seasons, and then we get winter, and then I feel like winter's cool for a month, and then it just sucks for 2 months, and then you get into spring. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but
Yeah, I think once the snow starts to build up, it's everywhere, it starts to suck.
No, I'm a summer person. I could do summer all year long. I have no need for snow or winter or even fall or spring days. I could go summer all year. Maybe spring. Spring's not bad, but fall and winter, no.
Yeah, I like December because the snow, it gets you in the Christmas spirit. And then I guess January it's okay because I don't know, when you there's something a feeling you get when there's a possibility of a snow day, and I like snow up until January, and then after January no more winter. Let's get summer on.
yeah, especially since I'm not skiing right now. It'd be different if I was skiing February vacation, because this is the ultimate February vacation. There's been snow on the ground all the time. That means the slopes are always open. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of winter this year. I just want it to be spring. Anyway, I'll jump into my first topic. So this is more for Matt and Derek, because I know you guys are big movie buffs. Joe, it's also for you, don't worry. Home movies versus the actual movie theater. What do you guys prefer? And what's so special about each?
Interesting.
Cool. So one big thing about this is with HBO Max, and all of those movies are going to be released simultaneously on HBO Max and in theaters. So that's really interesting. I'm someone who loves the movie theaters. As you know, before COVID, we were going almost every week with the AMC A-list, getting Five Guys, going to the movies. It was something I really enjoyed in elevated junior year. Do you guys remember that? It was great. I loved that. And especially where I saw so many movies I wouldn't normally see. I just love the theater experience, especially with big movies like the Avengers ones. Just so exciting, and the energy's there. And it's those experiences I'll never forget from high school. So I definitely prefer going to the movies to see a movie. But I'm also kind of cool with at-home releases too.
Do you think a movie makes it more special? Seeing it in theaters?
I think it does. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it's great to, be in your own space and be comfortable and have whatever food you want, not have to sneak it into the theaters. But there's something special about being in a theater, like Derek was saying, the certain energies, the reactions, again, like Derek said, with the bigger movies. But even movies like Joker, when things get really tense and the theater is dead quiet.
Yeah.
It's so cool, and it definitely elevates the experience. But also I mean, we have cell phones, we have everything in our disposal. So I feel nowadays it's kind of hard for me to focus on a movie because my phone's going off. I have to pause the movie. When you're in the theater and there's no distractions, it's just the movie.
Yeah.
It's unbeatable in my opinion.
I agree. Just to invalidate one of your points there, we had no trouble sneaking food into the movies.
That's true.
You would sneak cheeseburgers and
yeah.
Aaron, didn't you walk in with a bag of food once?
No, yeah, they don't care anymore.
Yeah,
I feel that was an 80s thing.
We had no issues doing that.
Derek and I would try and hide it. Aaron just walked right in with a
yeah,
bag.
With his Five Guys bag. Yeah. I would have it in my sweatshirt pocket. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, what about you?
I mean, you know me, I don't see a lot of movies, but when I did, definitely in the theater, I feel the whole experience is a lot better that way. So, like I said, you can feel the atmosphere of the theater and stuff like that. So, yeah. definitely the theater.
What's the next like big one coming out, Matt? Is it Godzilla versus Kong? When's that? April?
That's March 25th, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you guys, that's not going to be a good movie.
I think people just want to see like a CGI mess
Yeah,
of
and they
action.
even said that they're gonna try and like not cut to the humans as much as possible because they're gonna try and use like Kong as like the POV character. So I don't know. I'm totally down to see two monsters beat the crap out of each other. But yeah, honestly, I don't think theaters are that unsafe right now. No one goes, first of all. Second of all, they do a great job cleaning. And like especially where in April, and this was one of my topics I want to mention, and we'll circle back to this later. But in April, we're supposed to be going back, like everyone in the school. So if we can do that, I can go to the movie theater. That's the way I see it.
Wait, like April 1st?
No, I don't think, maybe. Is it April 1st, Matt? It's like soon, Aaron. We're going full back. Every single student is going into the school 4 or 5 days a week.
By April, they want the elementary kids in the building. They want the hybrid model and the remote model gone.
Would that be 1 through 7 again for the periods, or would it be like 1 through 4?
No. It depends on what they do because they might keep our Wednesdays off. If they keep our Wednesdays off, it's going to be 1 through 4 and then 5 through 7 still, like the same schedule we do now, except we'll be going. If we end up going Wednesdays, we're probably going to go back to 1 through 7.
But that's like another huge thing is that they want, the elementary kids in there, and the everyone who's not in the high school is going to be furious. The union, if the high school teachers get their Wednesdays off and the elementary kids don't. So there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be like worked out.
But they're pushing hard for it.
Yeah.
They are pushing.
So this is just for like 1 through 7, right?
What are you talking about?
So as of right now, I think it's 1 through 6, like they want by April 1st, but they're trying to get everyone in.
Everyone in by like the end of April, I think.
Yeah, they want like they're saying it's much more important for like elementary students to be like in person, which it's a fair argument.
It makes complete sense just because like parents and watching them. Yeah.
Right. So they want all them in by April 1st, and then they're gonna like work in everybody else.
Everyone else, yeah.
They should have done that from the start because like I've hit this point of laziness where like really like 2 more months you're gonna make me go back. Just like what else am I gonna learn as a senior? But yeah, I definitely like that idea. I like having little kids in the school all the time. It makes total sense. So I'm behind it.
Just excited because they will have no excuses. Like if we're all in the school at the same time, they cannot say we can't have a prom. They cannot say we can't have like XYZ event. You know what I mean?
Well, prom's a little bit different. Everyone's dancing. Like,
all right, well, maybe not prom, but I feel like if we're all in the school at the same time, they have less of like an excuse to just say no, like we're not doing anything,
Yeah, I think the senior barbecue is like confirmed at this point.
Oh,
that
nice.
Seems like it's happening.
It's awesome that we did it. It's there. It's gonna happen. So
for like,
there's a few details that I have my people, and it's still too early, so I can't talk about it yet. But yes, it does seem like the senior barbecue is happening. Yeah.
Nice.
But if we go full in person again, like, and we end up having Wednesdays off, what if you do the quarantine? Like, wasn't the purpose of going to this mode, if you had to quarantine, you could do online? So doesn't that kind of go back to the...
I think you're just screwed if you have to quarantine.
Yeah, there's like 2-3 months left. Yeah, you're behind.
I think it's a terrible idea to do this.
You fall behind, you're left behind.
Yeah, I mean, our numbers are down right now, but if we put everyone in schools, they're just going to go right back up.
Yeah, wait. Okay, yeah, I didn't even think of that. Why are we pushing towards the end of the school year? Like it's already like done and over with.
Yeah, it's already way too late. I mean,
you can't make sense of it. With
and
all
even
the
if
changes they've made, it doesn't.
We were going back, teachers should be vaccinated before.
Yeah,
they're still eligible to be vaccinated now. So shouldn't wait until they're up next, and then maybe we could.
I heard it's pretty easy to get the vaccine. If you have 2 of the symptoms on a list, supposedly you can get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I know Peapod's taking me right to that vaccine, boys. Yep. The job will pay off. Hopefully, I can. Actually, I don't think I'll be able to get it because I'm not 18.
Oh.
You're not 18, so you can't get it.
Close.
I heard they're coming out with a 1-dose one. That's what I'm going for, dude.
I think that's a Johnson & Johnson one. I think I saw that on the news.
Yeah, I want that one.
That probably makes you go down and out though.
Yeah.
You're probably out of commission, just gone.
Yeah. I heard things of like, I think it was the second one that like people are like hallucinating and like that's like a heavy like dose.
I
Yeah.
kind of want the COVID vaccine now just to try it.
Oh my God. Now everyone's going to want it because they can hallucinate off it.
Yeah.
Oh, knowing our generation is going to turn into like a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Do some COVID in the bathroom. Some
Oh my
COVID.
I mean, on the one hand, it's like hallucinogenics, but like if anything's going to get our generation to take that vaccine, it's that.
I was saying they should just like put it in the vape pods, then everyone would do it. Like no one would ask what's in it.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next topic. We've talked a lot about college, but we haven't really talked about like the atmosphere. Not about like the main college, like going to class or like being in a dorm, but what like unique things excites you about college? I can go first. You guys need to think.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I want to go to college in the city, or just somewhere in like a college like town, like where there's a lot going on. I love the ability to go to all different coffee shops and like do my work in a coffee shop. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but I just love all like the variety around it. And, like all the different restaurants I can try, fast food places. I can find like a great pizza joint like that. I guess just the food and the atmosphere of the city excites me about college.
Cool. Yeah, I see some of that. Like Fitchburg has like an on-campus like sub shop type of thing. Matt, remember when we toured?
Mm-hmm.
They had like that restaurant thing on campus, which is super cool. And there's obviously like like student discounts and everything like that. I'm going to Fitchburg. There's a Dunkin' Donuts right there, which is huge. There's a lot of cool stuff there. I joined like a Facebook group, and it was like the people from like the class of 2025. So everyone who is committed to Fitchburg for next year. So I've been like already like making friends and connections. And I think that's what I'm most excited for is, I've already like talked to people in the same major. I've talked to someone who actually works at the Framingham, you know what I mean? Framingham community access.
Nice.
And, like I'm already like making friends and, every day, like everyone's on like the big group chat, like talking and saying what's up and, might be playing some like PlayStation with some of them. So I think I'm just most excited. We have such a small town. So like, I'm so used to like my friends at work and then like my friends at school. And I just can't wait to like, especially with COVID, like meet new people and like make new connections, even with like teachers and students. So that's what I'm most excited for sure.
Yeah, good points.
I feel like for me, like Aaron said, it's like the atmosphere. I mean, like right where my college, so I'm going to Mass College of Pharmacy, and so like it's right across from Fenway, right near like Tufts University, and like it's right near like the center of Boston, kind of, and like near the Charles River. So I can't wait for that.
I'm like 90% sure I'm going to Emerson. So that's like right in Boston. There's like an AMC theaters across the street. So if I can do,
There's lots of that one.
if I can like, do my A-list subscription, I can go there all the time. Like Aaron was saying, all the restaurants in Boston, there's Dunks, every 20 feet. And like Derek said, making new connections with different friends, going to like, different restaurants with friends, meeting new people. I mean, I've never really experienced like Boston or really any city on like that like personal of a level. So I'm just excited to like immerse myself in like the city life. I can't wait to be that, stereotypical person who's always working on a screenplay in a cafe. And yeah, just things like that. A little bit of what both you guys said.
Emerson's across from the Commons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's like the perfect location. I gotta say, I love the Commons. Just being able to, like, I just like working on stuff in like abstract places. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Anything else to add on the atmosphere or college experiences? I think I'm the last one yet to kind of really commit or confirm. I applied to a lot of my schools that have like an April 1st deadline.
Oh yeah.
So
Ooh,
it
first
gives
day
me less time to think.
first day back in full person, possibly. And you'll be waiting on college.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Exciting day.
be setting up housing in a few days.
Wow.
Dang. Wait, so going back to the first point, we're not going to be in person April 1st. That's going to be like later on in April.
We
No.
very much could be. Like,
Yeah.
So they could just
how
send us
things
all
go.
back.
Dude, they're just sending us all in. It's gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
Well, think about the cafeteria where they have me, or they had me before. They had me all the way down like the gym hallway. With double that, dude, it is going to be a mess. I'm sorry.
Wait, yeah, there's not going to be enough seats.
Dude, there's so many questions like that. Think about bridge block. Where are they going to put people? Like,
Also,
it's not well planned. I don't think they need it. There's a lot of work that has to be done if they're going to make this go. I have faith in like administration to do it, but I don't know. Go ahead, Joe.
I feel like the school's already like kind of full, even with half capacity.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's just because like it's the A through L, or is it A through L group? I think there's more kids in that group than the other one, but like still, I feel like the school's pretty full, even for having half the amount that it usually have. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Man,
All right.
what I would do to sit at one of those circular lunch tables one more time with like everyone,
Yeah, play some cards.
play some cards during bridge block again.
Like
Oh,
even like, in schools, everyone has their masks on, whatever. I mean, mask breaks are going to be a mess if those are even a thing. Like, how can everyone socially distance 6 feet? But anyway, like even lunch, like how are we all going to be like a table without masks? Like that's
are we
not.
gonna have like fourth and fifth lunch now?
I mean, we could, but then we'd have to coordinate with like the middle school. I mean, there's
Dude.
no way.
I'm very nervous for how this is going to work, but they are
Yeah.
pushing really hard. It's another mandate from the state. It's
Mhm.
the same thing that happened last time when, they wanted us in class time for like the whole week or whatever. They just had to do it. It's not like a choice. They just have to do it.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. So it's not like, can they make it work? It's just like, they just got to figure it out. I do not envy the people who have to solve this Rubik's Cube because it is going to be a mess.
How do we feel about the 4 days a week now? Because now we've lived it for like a month or two.
I'm so like numb to school at this point. I'm just like, whatever. Give me my assignments. I'll get them done on time. Like, it is simply checking boxes for me. 4 days, 2 days. Just, it's changed so much to the point where like it's not even worth like complaining or fighting for it. I'm just gonna like pass in my assignments on time, and then I'm just gonna go play my board games on the weekend and call it a day.
I was about to say the same thing. School has lost all its personality.
Yeah, I don't really care anymore.
Yeah, and it's just do your work, get your grade, repeat. And it's become so, I don't even know what the word for it, mundane. I think
Yeah,
that's a good
one.
word. And like, I do quizzes and assignments now, and I'll just be like, I get what I get.
Yeah, no, me too. And especially where like so many teachers are like a little too lenient, I would say, where you can pass stuff into like the end of the quarter and get the same grade. And I'm like, I'm out here like on a nice Wednesday doing schoolwork to get it done in time. Well, there are people out like having a good time and passing things in the day before the end of the semester. Like, God, I must be doing it wrong. Like, Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Matt,
Going
what do you?
that?
No, I mean, I obviously, prefer the 2 days when I can do things in like my own time. But like
Yeah.
Derek said, like it is what it is. I'll be gone in, I don't know, however many days it is, checking boxes, going through the motions. I'll enjoy what I enjoy. I won't what I don't. So whatever.
Yeah, I'm
I
just like
hate how this is our senior year, man.
dude, I'm like a full-on like zombie Monday through Wednesday, or at least Monday and Tuesday,
Hmm.
because I wake up, I go to school, and then right after school it's work. This week I was at work till like 9 or 9:30. So I literally woke up, went to school, went to work, came home, went to bed, and that was just it. And it would be one thing if like there were things exciting at school. There are exciting things at work, luckily, but there's like nothing exciting happening at school. So it was just like pretty bad. But yeah, it's hard to like it's honestly hard to care. It's so hard to feel motivated. Like I have a ton of stuff I have to do by Friday, but I just like don't feel like it's just there's nothing motivating about it, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's so hard. I mean, I haven't passed anything in late. I've gotten everything in on time, but it's a battle like in my head to do it, and it's never been that way.
Yeah, I feel like it's all just busy work and then more busy work and then more busy work. Like none of it actually like it's like when there's a sub and then you get like some busy work for the class, but it's like that like every week and then you get more than you usually would.
Yeah, I feel like we've got a ton of work because of like the way the hybrid model, just because of the way we've transferred. Like if we had this model throughout the entire year, I don't think it would be bad. But it's because we had that like remote work, and now like I still have remote work in some of my classes. I'm not gonna name names, but I do. I do still have remote work, even though we're in like this new model where I don't know that there's supposed to be remote work because there is a difference between remote work and homework. But yeah.
It sucks because when like all my time as an upperclassman, the seniors would always say like, "Oh, I don't want this year to end. Like this has been such a fun year." But now I just can't wait for this year to end. Like
Yeah.
it's got to that point.
I cannot wait for this year to be over. Oh, this is gonna be a great summer. It's gonna feel so short because last summer felt like so long because last summer started in like March, but I cannot wait to like soak in every day of this summer. I am so excited for this year to be over, man.
And because like even when I think about it, like I think of all like the memories I made for like my freshman to junior year. I can't think of like a single memorable thing that's happened this year. Nothing for like the books. Like it's my senior year, like supposed to be the best year. I can't name a single cool thing that's happened this year.
I can, but it's not like through school. It's through like this our awesome internship we have that or like work. But when it comes to like at school, no. Like I think the highlight of my like senior year was like Chronicle, you know. But that wasn't like that was more of like a club like Abington like Greenwood Gazette thing. Um, but when it comes to actually like in school, like making memories and like having fun, no, it's just like you get to school and you just do your work and that's just it. I hope that like I don't know. I have like this hope that might be misplaced, but like maybe like towards the end of the year, like they could do some like cool stuff during bridge block when we don't really like need to be like you know what I mean? Maybe do like cool stuff with the seniors during bridge block in the auditorium or like something like that. I don't know.
I
Maybe
just want something to remember this year by.
I don't
And
know.
like, because if like prom gets canceled, and if we don't have like the senior cookout, like what will I have? Graduation to remember?
Just like
Cool.
for me, it's just like anything to break up this like repetitive cycle of just like passing like assignments in. Like I feel like I'm going to school just to click that submit button. Like that's all I'm doing is clicking that submit button, do the work, click the submit button. That's like all I'm thinking about during my classes is how can I get this assignment done the fastest so I don't have to do it on my own time when I have work. Like that's I'm not thinking about like the lesson, I'm thinking about how can I optimize this assignment and get it done in the fastest way possible when and not during like my own time. And I don't like want it to be that way at all. I really hope they just do something during like bridge block or like during the day to somehow, some way, like break up this cycle of just like the way it's been,
Yeah. We've been talking a lot. Do you guys want to weigh in or?
No, I mean, I, feel the way you guys do. It's just, this year's sucked. It is what it is. It's, but
I mean, I've enjoyed some of my classes though. I mean, it hasn't been total misery, but like, yeah, it's pretty bad right now. So
I will say Mind Body Spirit was awesome.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah.
And guitar that I'm in right now is great. I have that at the end of the day on Mondays, and that is like the reset I need. Oh my God. It is so nice because I have like my classes in the morning and then I have guitar and then I go to work after that. So it's so nice to have like that break. So there are definitely some like helpful classes like Mind, Body, Spirit, guitar, like those like
Life 101? Life 101 was a great class.
relaxed electives. Yeah.
All right. Final topic. Do you guys believe in ghosts, afterlife, paranormal activity, all that stuff? We can go around.
I'll go first. Not at all. Like none of it. Like any of that astrology stuff either. I'm not really. I mean,
You don't believe that you're like if you're a Virgo, you do certain things, Joe? You
Well,
have certain personalities.
my sister always brings up like the astrology stuff, and like I just like it's like so fake. Like they just like trick people into thinking like I don't know. I don't think it's real personally, but
Zodiac signs are the dumbest thing. They're just so
It's so
general
stupid.
and they can apply to anybody. And
Yeah.
I don't understand how people believe that malarkey.
They're so like vague. It's so dumb.
Like
Or
no,
Go.
you go, Derek. Sorry.
No, but people like put that as like a defying like trait, like on dating apps and like on like their profiles and stuff. Like they use their zodiac to like describe themselves, and I'm like, that's
yeah. And then like some signs are compatible with other signs. Like it's like what the
it's the most like generic
It's
thing ever.
ridiculous. And like in like one of our classes, like there was a 20-minute discussion on like what's your zodiac sign, like, and like people have asked me before. I have no idea what mine is. I don't care. I'm Matt Lyons. That's my
You
sign.
don't know
That's
your
who I am.
zodiac sign, Matt?
No, I know it has something to do with my birthday.
Oh, he's such a Virgo. He's such a Virgo.
I don't even know what that means, and I
I'm
don't
a
even.
Cancer.
Isn't there a crab?
Yeah, it's a crab.
What?
I don't even know.
I just don't. I don't subscribe to the zodiac stuff.
Wait, but isn't it like based off the stars, like at a certain time of year? That's
Yeah,
your
when you're
sign.
born, like which constellation is in the sky or something.
Yeah, yeah, I'll buy that.
So it's ridiculous.
But like psychics, medium, ghosts, any of that, Joe?
No,
You go to the
like
palm
ghosts.
readers and like get your like.
I think that's fake too. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm too like critical of the stuff, but like my sister also went to when I was like card reading people, my other sister, and like I thought that like the lady just told her what she wanted to hear. Like you're gonna be
You like
successful.
pay money to do it too. Like
Yeah,
it's,
right.
I don't know what the pricing's like, but I assume it's not like that cheap.
Yeah, and then they like
Absolutely.
say like you're gonna be successful. It's like okay, thanks. Like
We should all go and like record our experiences. One right across from the 99, and every time I leave the 99, I'm like, ooh, I want to like go to this palm reader just to like see what happens. And because in the movies it's like so weird, and I just want to like put myself in that awkward situation. And we should all go get lunch at the 99 and then get our palms read and like record the whole experience.
How about
Sure.
how we make that an episode of Senioritis? How about we go to next time we go to the psychic, all right? Pay $100 or whatever astronomical.
Dude, if it's expensive, I'm out.
Yeah,
If I'm paying more than like $20 for this experience, I'm so out. No
I don't want
way.
to waste money on like someone just telling me.
Someone
random
touching
stuff.
my hand and telling me my future.
See, all right. Here's where like I break it up, and I might sound stupid here, okay? But I think it was freshman year. I went to King Richard's Fair. It's just like this nerd fair. I went there to experience it. It's actually pretty cool. You can throw axes, like shoot bows and stuff.
Yeah,
But there was a psychic there. It was $30. So I sat down for a session, and she told me a lot about my future, but it wasn't vague stuff. It was like oddly specific, like what schools I would go to, like what she sees in my future, all that stuff. And I'm waiting to see if this is true because she told me I would go to Carnegie Mellon. And I applied to Carnegie Mellon. So if I get in.
But one thing before you can, did you tell her what you wanted to do in your future?
No.
Okay.
Well, actually, I didn't, because like freshman year, I didn't want to go into computer science. I wanted to be an engineer. And she told me that, and because Carnegie Mellon, that's not an engineering school, that's a computer science school. But I didn't have my mind made up that time. So that's that one thing. Like, because I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in like the afterlife and all that. But just like she said oddly specific stuff that I just can't put my finger on.
You gotta believe in something, like Mrs. Casey said that in Mind Body Spirit class once. Like, you gotta have something you believe in, or else like what is that,
Yeah. Her choice was Sasquatches. She believes in Sasquatches. So there's a rustle in like the trees, and she's like, "Oh my God, is that a Sasquatch?" Yeah.
I was hoping to before COVID, there was a planned show exploring some paranormal activity, and I was hoping to be convinced that it was real. Matt and I are set to produce that show and direct it. No, I was super excited for that. And that was like the biggest thing COVID took from me. I was so excited for that. But I wanted to be convinced. I wanted to like see the proof. I wanted, you know what I mean? Because I'm not there right now, but I wanted it. I wanted it so bad. I wanted to believe,
Wait, would you guys be like the camera people?
Yeah, I wanted to be convinced. I wanted to be convinced. So I wanted to
12 a.m. you'd be out there with the camera.
I wanted to have the shoulder cam following him into like the dark like mansions like and stuff.
Like running away.
I was so ready for it.
Yeah.
There's a camera shaking as you go.
Yeah, I was so ready.
That'd be funny.
COVID.
I have a boring answer to your question. Maybe. I don't like necessarily believe one way or the other. Like, it could be real, it could not be real. Like you, Aaron, there are two members of my family that have gone to psychics and they have gotten like accurate predictions. My grandmother went like a long time ago, like before I was born. I think before my mom was born, and she didn't believe in it. She thought it was all like hogwash. And I don't know if it was like a palm reading or like cards or something. I think it was a palm reading. And the person said, I picture, she like closed her eyes or whatever. And she's like, all I can see is a policeman at your door. And then a few months ago, a few months later, a policeman showed up at her door and told her that her husband had died. And then again, my mom went and the person said, I picture, I think it was like the same deal, like, closed eyes, like I see like twins running in your yard. My mom's like, oh my God, I'm going to have twins. And she met my father, and my father was a twin. And he's like immature, so he was always running around with his brother. So like in like some weird way, like they both were kind of validated. So that could be real. It could be a coincidence. I have no idea. Who knows?
That's like perfect, because that's like just general. That sounds to me like a master like palm reader there, because that's like just general enough to the point where it's like, all right, maybe a cop will show up at their door and they're like, what, X amount of years of living, and like maybe somehow, some way, like there'll be some interpretation of twins running around in her yard. And so, but it's also like, if like specific enough where like if it does happen, you believe it,
Yeah.
Dang. Whoever that was, they're good.
Yeah.
I want to go to that one.
I think she's dead.
All right, we'll go to the one across from the 99 then, if their prices are fair.
Yeah. But I don't know. Could be real, could not be real. There could be ghosts. I'll find out in some time.
All right. We want to wrap it up there?
Yeah. So this has been episode 9 of the Senioritis podcast. Thank you for watching. Tune in next week for episode 10.
Thanks for watching.